Game number 1, best of 5 series. The Mythical Championship continues and we are heading into the grand final. Best of 5 series, and we are starting things off with Battlefield of Eternity, which seems to be always the case when pepeMLady is playing. They're starting on the left side with Richu on Rexa, Cesabos on Garrosh, Nashir on Liming, Dial on Ana, and Gorrider on Lulnara. To the right side of the map, EPG frozen after they just took down 3K Blue in their last match. Dino on Blaze, we got Ultralisk on Medivh. We have X-Ray on Deckard Kane, Wit on Diablo, and Kelvin is playing Vala. The Mythical Championship, the end of season tournament of Heroes Lounge.gg of Division 1, the top division within the Amateur League. And as you can already tell, a lot of these players play obviously also for some of the top teams in the bigger competitions. But in this one, they're just banding together for a little bit of fun. And pepeMLady, of course, with the lineup that they also used in the Panda Cup and other tournaments, has been a constant part of Heroes Lounge for a long time right now. So this is gonna be a fun one. Nice best of 5 series that we have to finish the tournament off. We got first and foremost also Monster Hunter as the level 1 talent. That's of course what makes Vala so special on this setup. Also, by the way, since I know the question is going to come up, it doesn't really matter how often I repeat it. There's always someone that doesn't get the memo and doesn't understand how this works. So just for the people that are not aware of this, let me repeat it real quickly. The reason why we do not have drafts in these games, and why especially on YouTube there's no draft included, is not that Khaldor was just sitting there and saying like, screw the draft, I don't care, I'm not going to include that in my videos anymore. Nope, it's simply because these games are actually casted from replays. Pretty simply because they were played while I was traveling, so I couldn't commentate the tournament live. And therefore I jumped into the replays later so that we have that for Twitch, for YouTube, and then people can still enjoy the coverage here. But that also means that I can't show the draft because Blizzard doesn't include them in the replays, which is kind of unfortunate, and I think could be done. There's obviously always the argument that I could just like try and go over through the websites and the draft, but honestly, for replays is way too much of a hassle, and to include that in the videos then, so we're skipping drafts for replay casts. Everything else that you see, Panda Cup for example, the coverage there will still include the drafts for the future. If you don't see a draft, you can assume that it was because it was casted from replays and not live. So, as the game continues, we have a 2-3 setup for pepeMLady, as they wanted to also go for some camps here. Interestingly enough, the blue team was able to get the camp at the bottom of the map, and up at the top we had the red team conquer theirs. So Medivh is currently also working a little bit on his stacks and trying to get the baseline completed. And talking about stacks, the ones on Vala are going to be quite important for the immortal pressure. The damage over time that comes with Lunara is obviously another thing that's going to be highly important. Level 4 gives us Charged Blast as well. So this time, no setup around Triumvirate. Medivh. It's so uncomfortable playing against the Medivh the entire time because it's just a legal map hack that he introduces to the game. Ooh, the Sacrificial Soul over here. Alright. A little bit of a different approach now also for Diablo. I mean, Wit is a monster on this hero. Maybe not quite on Masquerade setup, but he can be quite powerful here. And we'll see what he can actually pull off now in the first Immortal phase. Immortals are already spawning, but it seems like they're trying to get the kill against Dino. And that's a lot of people that are trying to lock him down here. But when Medivh is around, I do not think that they have a chance to really kill him. A quick portal setup would move him back, and instead we have both of the teams focusing on the Immortal. Kelvin doesn't have the repeating arrow yet, obviously, since we're not on level 7 yet. But he's still able to get some solid damage connected thanks to his arrow setup. Very even, actually, as we're heading into the halftime show. So both of them are currently trying to set this up properly for the first Immortal in the map. Yeah, Lulnara is sitting on the left side together with Liming trying to get the damage, whereas Misha and everybody else of pepeMLady is trying to slow down EPG Frozen. And it seems to be working. They're about to win this one, at least someone pops off, and oh, someone did indeed pop off. EPG Frozen gets it pretty much without a shield. But they are winning the Immortal, so nicely done by them. We don't have a kill yet in the game, but the Immortal is going to travel down to the bottom of the map. I guess they're only going to go through the wall. I mean, the shield is, I think, 100 hit points or something. But, oh, that's a nice flip. Well done. The portal is there, and Wit gets out. That's obviously the annoying thing when you're a Garrosh player and you're able to get some really nice throws connected. If Medivh is on the other side, he can simply provide a shield and help them out with the portal to save the target. So unfortunately for pepeMLady, they couldn't secure the kill there. As expected, the wall has fallen. Nothing else was really claimed. Couldn't get more than that. But yeah, job well done. And, well, towards the top. Another camp is about to be taken. Down here, once again, the flip. But Cesapos is already getting pretty deep for this one as well. So he really has to go to the forefront here in order to get these flips. And that exposes him to Vala in particular, who's now in possession of a level 7 talent, as is Li Ming. So both of them with big power spikes. Calamity is, of course, fantastic. Gives you another damage tool that you can use to secure that reset for yourself. Still trying to get these wall stuns in. Wit is a bit low. Wit is very low. Wit is dead. Yep, goes down. Not even the portal could do anything about that. And the fight still continues for a little bit longer. But pepeMLady lock it in. The kill and the camp. And start to take the lead in experience too. So far, so good. Everybody's starting to move down to the bottom of the map right now in the attempt to take that fort down. And it doesn't really seem like there's a proper defense set up for that just yet. Now Medivh is still there, and so is Kelvin, but with the camp coming in, with the minion wave moving through, they might not be able to take it down, but they're definitely going to be able to do a lot of damage to it. Way more damage than the Immortal push has done earlier. So yeah, another flip as I suppose is trying to get away. And here we have it. The setup and nearly a destroyed fort. And the fountain is down. Always important to note. If you eliminate your opponent's fountain, they don't have that fallback option anymore to tap off mana and hit points. Next objective is also going to come up in just a second. The camp's still on a 37-second cooldown over here. And we got 41 seconds right here towards the right side. So that's a little bit of an issue. Immortal got taken so quickly that the camps are not respawning before they're getting dropped. But now with the repeating arrow and 6 stacks already towards level 4 talent, Vala has a lot more power on the Immortal that she can use whenever Kelvin gets the opportunity to get close enough here. The wall stun is coming in. Wit has to be a bit careful, but Cesapos is actually eating a lot of damage here. Cesapos, yeah, gets an arrow that connects too. They can't get the kill. Dino might be in a bit of trouble, but Medivh is obviously still ready. Ultralisk, no problem for him. 22 stacks on the baseline. Another 18 until he gets the quest completed. Can play a little bit more aggressive. Doesn't have to hold anything back here. So it's a bit of a poke battle, and that's where Li Ming usually excels. So Nashir might be starting to get a bit closer to the action and try to get those combos in. And the camps are up now, so they're already poking around it. And Kelvin gets the double arrow connected. Monster Hunter is just a fantastic talent to have in a situation like this one. So that's what they're currently doing here, trying to get the Monster Hunter value as quickly as possible. Level 10 abilities are ready for pepeMLady though, and that's a problem. That's a big problem. Because that means that you have to really soak that half-level experience as quickly as you can, or you're going to lose the Immortal. You're going to lose a half-time show, that's already given. But yeah. Lunara has the leap. Okay, didn't go for the poke, and here comes the ley line. Apocalypse, of course, together with it too, so they have the setup. Ley line APOC, and the only thing they're catching is Rexa. Yeah, Ultralisk not able to set this up. Ultralisk gets taunted, and he's dead. So, all of the stacks are gone. No more stacks for him. And, yep, that's unfortunate. Great kill by pepeMLady. Exactly what you need. Take the stacks down, eliminate them as quickly as possible, and absolutely wreck them. Yeah, that's also a win on the Immortal, and this time we're talking about a much bigger shield, so fantastic position for pepeMLady. You kill Medivh, you eliminate 22 stacks from him, more even, and at the same time you're also setting the Immortal up towards the top side in order to set this up. Nice. Well done, well done, well done. Okay, so at this point we have the push top side, and yeah, the quest completed also, which gives us unstoppable frames for Dino. Yeah, Dino's being in place right now. They've been shifting it around in the previous series. Wasn't quite sure there for a second. But the pressure is coming. 2-0. Yeah, moving up ways through the top. Trying to take the fort down. Bot side is now defenseless because, well, Blaze is here. And in we go. There we have it. We're currently having a very quick push against the Immortal. They're trying to burn it down with Vala. Repeating arrow has 9 stacks on the level 4. But they're still holding this for the time being, but they still haven't gotten a kill. I'm still waiting for the next ley line setup with the Apocalypse on Diablo, because the last time that they're trying to use it, it didn't really work the way that they intended to, so that didn't really help. Bot lane, there's the fort about to be destroyed. Misha comes in. He's trying to go for the kill against Rexa. Richu might have just overstepped as he was attempting to take that fort down. Yep, the bunker! He's bunkering it up there as well. I mean, I think I was trying to dodge out the Misha stun as well, but that was slightly delayed, so didn't really work for Dino here. Lost the cooldown, didn't get the kill. That's a bit unfortunate. It was a good idea to kill him with that. Oh, Medivh! Medivh comes in and kills Misha at least, but wasn't able to take Rexa down, so he was really trying to sneak that kill somehow, but not quite working for them. I mean, Medivh can make a play like this in this situation because he doesn't have any stacks left. He lost all of them. So he's back to 6, but that of course still slows the entire process down here. Dino has taken the camp at the bot lane since he was completely left alone. And he's still fighting it out with a Gore Rider in this case. Up at the top, everybody else is trying to go for the top lane pressure. Level 13 ready for pepeMLady, and of course now the next Immortal is spawning. So should be able to get some experience for level 13, so that they don't have to go up against an opponent that runs the extra talent. But pepeMLady is looking okay. Fort over here is nearly down. The one at the bottom of the map has been destroyed. They have a pretty strong setup. They got the extra talent. I mean, not for much longer, but they are always a little bit quicker. They're always a little bit faster thanks to the kills that they got. So that really helps. So they're starting to move in again. Start to get the hits connected here. Kelvin is burning this down as quickly as possible, but everybody else is also rushing for the halftime show. And who's gonna take it? Dead even, pretty much. Not quite. 500 hit point difference. Yeah, 700. It's actually pepeMLady that's slightly ahead here. So, yeah, that damage over time is kind of neat right now. And also, of course, the poke that we're seeing from Liming. Okay, Lunara gets more damage in. They're going to take this. They're taking this one. Yeah, here comes the APOC. No leyline setup this time, and they can't get the kill either. Unfortunate. EPG Frozen is in a bit of trouble. It's just not flowing the way that they wanted to. But with this setup towards Liming, they get the kill regardless. Dino sets it up for Vala. And Kelvin Des, thank you very fucking much, comes in and drops Liming easily. That might just give them the opportunity to win this one after all. If Lunara can get close enough to the Immortal, she just has to connect a couple of shots so that he can take it. But at the same time, Diablo is moving in for an attempted kill. Can't get it in though. Leyline is there. Old man comes through, slows them down, but EPG Frozen. They want the Immortal, and they get the Immortal. Nicely done. It was looking pretty bad, but then the Liming kill changed things rapidly. Gore Rider still looking for a kill on Wit, can't get it, and Medivh goes down again. No stacks for Medivh this game. They try to go for X-Ray, the old man is not fast enough, and they're getting another kill as well. Oh my god. So the Immortal might be won by the red team, but honestly, everything else is going to shit for them. Medivh dies, they're going for X-Ray, take him down, and then they follow up with the triple kill against Blaze. So fantastic setup for pepeMLady given the circumstances. This could have been so much worse if they had to face a top lane push with 5 heroes moving in together with it. As it stands, they don't even lose their fort, so that's pretty much as good as it gets in that situation. So off we go. We got 5 kills to 1. pepeMLady very heavily in the lead when it comes to kills at least. And now another opportunity to make a bit of a play here. So let's see if they can with the camp maybe do a little bit more damage, get the lane pushed out, get level 16. But EPG Frozen, they're working on their own camps. And it's not the only one. I mean, Dino has pretty much a subscription for the bot camp. Gets a notification whenever it's up. Camp up in 10 seconds. And then they can easily move in and take this one. But they are farther and farther behind in experience. It's nothing insane. It's not like they're multiple levels behind, but it's always that talent advantage that they have to play around, it seems. So level 16 will be there. And pepeMLady then, of course, has a little bit of wiggle room where they can try to be more aggressive on the map and see if they can, let's say, invade a camp if one's up. Maybe go and push a structure down. And since both of the fountains are also still in play for pepeMLady on those forts, that's another big thing that they have there. Feign Death is in, alright. They're trying to keep Rexa alive again, and they do. And the fight starts just as level 16 is in. They got level 16 now. Bunker is already out. Objective gets announced too. Half a level away from the next talent, and pepeMLady is looking pretty good here. So far for EPG Frozen was pretty smooth sailing. A little bit of a hiccup against the team that they faced. I think it was the quarterfinal, semifinal. Yeah, back then when they went up against Hype, they lost one map. But then Hype decided to play Butcher and Chogal. That didn't really help. But right now, EPG Frozen is facing a challenge, to put it lightly. I mean, right now, another kill attempt by Noshir. He's looking for these resets. He's been doing a lot of work, actually. He's not quite on the damage output that Lunara has. I mean, no way. Lunara is obviously stacking a lot of damage, the damage over time in particular. And Noshir has been able to get some good damage out and has been doing pretty well in claiming those resets and poking them down slowly. So now that we have 16 versus 16, the halftime show has already been claimed by pepeMLady. And here's another move with, again, ooh, Frost Shot. Frost Shot for Kelvin. Apparently they're a little bit worried about these setups and want more CC. Interesting touch. Did not expect them to go for Frost Shot here. Still voted for Manticore, but they want to play around this. Dyla's on the run. The Granny trying to get away here and might just be able to. They might be able to kill her, but at what cost? They can't even do that. Kelvin, oh, nope, not even there. Kelvin is trying to make a play. Portals are out. Cesabos is low, gets healed up again. Li Ming with a reset, comes in with the second combo attempt. And thanks to the portal, they can move away from this one. But it's a big immortal in the hands of pepeMLady now, as they are locking this one in easy peasy. It's a huge immortal. It's a big shield that they're gonna have now. Huge shield. So with 6 kills to 1, they're looking at a bot lane push that could very well destroy EPG Frozen. I mean, this is gonna be the end of the keep for sure. You won't be able to save the keep here. Can you save the core though? It's 15, 16 minutes in. I guess at the end of the day, it all depends on whether or not there's another kill for pepeMLady. With Blades just 4 seconds down, they will have the 5-man defense. EPG Frozen, that is. But the wall is already gone. The keep is definitely going to fall. There's no doubt about that. The only question is really, can you snowball it towards the core, or do you have to just fall back and play through it again? Now they're looking for a kill. Cesabos getting pushed to the front. Quest is completed for Vala. Good time for that. Yeah, Cesabos also a little bit low. 22 stacks, by the way, now for Ultralist's Medivh. So there's that. And they're trying to go for the play with the ley line. Yeah, Apo comes through regardless. They want the kill against Cesabos, but they don't get it. These setups have not worked for them. This ley line setup did not work at all. Misha still in play. Okay, take her down. But at the same time now, we have Medivh again attacked. That's the taunt. Can they get the kill? Yeah. Oh, 20 HP. Ultralist dies to the damage over time. That's the end of the stacks. Once again, the shield is also getting eliminated on the core, but we have Lunara and Li Ming both dropped. Doesn't seem like they can end the game right here, but they're taking a mad lead. The Immortal drops it even further. The core down to 57%. Here comes Diablo though, and he gets the wall stun, completes the quest, and they should be able to take Garrosh down. Yep, Garrosh eliminated. Medivh is probably going to be pretty mad at this point, because let's face it, he's not going to complete this quest this game. I just don't see it happen. Even if they turn the game around, I don't think he's going to be able to get the baseline completed. Good attack by pepeMLady, but as I said, they lost the damage dealer, so they couldn't really go and finish the core. They still did a really good job and dropped it low, and that's pretty much all that you need to do in a situation like this one. As far as they got here. So, yeah. Trying to steal the camps away now, successfully. No problem for them to do that. And still the attempt now to bring this, of course, back. With the kills that they just got, they at least closed the experience gap a little bit, which is kind of neat. So they were able to get a bit closer to their opponent and are now sitting at level 18, get a bit more through that drop at the fort as well, and the immediate portal move towards the next camp on the map. So they are fighting back here. I mean, this game isn't over. With 57% on the core, you gotta be super careful that you're not getting pressured too hard and eventually lose out on... They actually moved back with quite a few here. I'm not quite sure if that was only for mana or if they were a little bit worried since they didn't have vision. What I wanted to say though is like with 57% on the core, you have to be a bit careful when you don't have vision, because there could be a backdoor attempt that drops you, especially when your opponent has a talent advantage around 20, for example. So there's that. And it's gonna be a bit nasty around this objective now, because if catapults make it towards your core, you are pretty much down. So, yeah, we'll see. Okay, but for now, let's have a little bit of a look on this one. And see what they can actually pull off with this. Dino's already sitting here and trying to work on it together with Kelvin. And I don't really know. pepeMLady is just reacting now. They are trying to play around the halftime show, apparently. They want the level 20 first and are willing to give up 50% of the Immortal in order to get that advantage, which is, of course, a pretty impactful one. So they have it right now. One level ahead as we speak. And here's the attempt to go for the win with the Storm Talent advantage that they have. But they have to make a move. I mean, you can't just sit back the entire time and just let them do their thing. So Lunara is moving in. The kill attempt against Garrosh. Feign Death is in. Okay. Is able to move away, at least for now. Decade is still there. There's the ley line. Where's the APOC when you need it? APOC not ready. Don't use it. And there's the strafe as they're trying to zone them out. Garrosh nearly dead, but not dying just yet. But with a portal, they're able to pick up the kill regardless. APOC is in. Nashir jumped out with a teleport, but now he might be in trouble and is able to make it anyways. But as I said, it's not quite over yet. It's not over until the fat lady sings and I don't hear anything. We have 5 kills to 7. EPG Frozen is moving in for the win on the objective. And this is going to be a pretty strong Immortal if they can lock it in. It's going to be a really good shield. And we are 20 minutes in right now. That bastard is going to hurt. So, yeah, they reduce the shield quite significantly, but it's still 14,000 hit points. And Medivh and the rest of the boys can now move back. They have to take this one down. We got the Farfly Quiver in, but keep in mind, he went for Frost Shot. So he didn't actually go into Manticore, which we usually see. But now it's 20 versus 20. Now all of a sudden, that keep at the bottom of the map is obviously a huge advantage still. But it's 20 versus 20. Wit takes a bit of a beating as he was trying to be sneaky and move in with the portal to take the fort down before the Immortal is there. But they can poke it down slowly. Can they pull off the comeback? That's the big question right now. They definitely have the skills to do it. The question is simply, can they, in this circumstance, make it happen? There's no backdoor attempt, nothing around that. 67,000 damage for Lulnara, 54 for Vala. Here comes the attack against Cesar Boss. Oh, and he's still alive. But the kill attempt against Nashir nearly drops him. But Li Ming is still alive. Holy shit. Nashir with a place over here. And the Immortal is down to 50%. They might get the keep, but they're not going to go for core here. That's not happening. The keep, on the other hand, is a must-have. You need to get the keep at this point. And they're trying. Lulnara comes in. Kelvin is in trouble. The keep falls, and they are starting to chase a little bit. With Medivh, they're obviously attempting to run away right now. But Gore Rider can still slow them down with the toxins. And he's trying to do that. But the cooldown comes back up, and another portal allows them to safely retreat. It's even in structures. Hit points on the core, different story. But you just look at the number of keeps on the map, and we are in a very, very identical situation right now, which is pretty much all that you need. So EPG Frozen is back. They're back to business here. They're back in this game. If they win another fight, they can make it and win this game by simply going for the core here. So it is a little bit of a tricky part. Bit of a setup. Medivh is already sniffing this out. Everybody is, of course, looking for that one kill that might allow you to force a 4 versus 5 fight and then go for the core itself. We're already 22, 23 minutes into the game, so catapults become more dangerous as this continues too. But yeah, it will be rough. 6 stacks for Medivh. He got killed way too many times. Way too many times. But let's have a look. They're already pressuring the bot lane. They're trying to force that fight right now. You have to always, of course, think about the objective. Can you take it? Do you feel comfortable? Yeah, a little bit of damage over here. Are they really trying to simply go for the core? They're starting to poke it down a little bit from the outside. They're sieging up on it. Not sure if that's going to be successful. Leyline, APOC, the attempt, and they screw it up. Did not work. Couldn't release it properly. Now they go for Lulnara. Got the nano boost too. Dyla hits the nano boost on Lulnara. Not on Li Ming this time. They're trying to get the damage in. They're looking for a kill. Catapults are there too. and home in on the last remaining minions. 3 catapults, 4th one is in, but they are not able to get a kill. They were trying to set it up. They baited out a lot of utility from EPG Frozen. A lot of big cooldowns got burned here, but they are moving away, and the Immortal is up, and they are immediately starting to try and go for the halftime show here. Burn it down a little bit with the Toxins, with Lunara, and trying to set it up here. What a game already again. And top lane, double catapult. Has to be dealt with. 23, 24 minutes into the game, you don't have a choice. You need to go for it. Also, they're trying to take the camp at the same time. Bot lane, 1 catapult so far. That's the only thing that they have. Misha scouting, so does Medivh. So both of them are trying to do that right now. 70,000 damage for Vala. 70,000 damage for her. Lunara up at the top. Taking the catapults down. It's exactly what she needs to do. Only 1 remaining, so yeah, that they can handle. But now the attempt to go for the objective. And this one's going to win the game. Unless we see an insane setup where everybody dies as the Immortal is taken and only 1 hero is alive or something like that, this one is going to end it. There's just no way. These bad boys just earned way too much. So right now, they try to go for the top and defend that. Catapult is still there. Should probably take that down too, just to be on the safe side. And indeed, that's what they're doing now. That also means they lose a couple of hit points on the objective. And here's the push again. Trying to come in and push them back. 1 kill is all you need right now. Bot lane, the same picture, by the way. EPG Frozen moved in and took the catapults apart. Everybody wants to make sure that no minions are entering the core range. Says the boss is a little bit low, though. Medivh is coming in, sets the ley line up. Where's the APOC? APOC comes in. This time the opportunity, but they still can't connect that stun. They still can't connect the stun. It's getting nasty here, as Sazabos is extremely low and has to be super careful. Dyla in trouble, and Ana completely isolated and down. EPG Frozen trying to go for the 6.5 out of 10 moment here, trying to crown themselves the comeback kings in this game. 7 kills to 7, and the halftime show is already won by the red team, as they are hoping for more. Actually, I'm lying. The blue team won the halftime show, but with the 2nd kill coming in, it seems like EPG Frozen is going to win the game. They could even go to the top lane and try to finish it right now, but they are still sitting down at the bottom of the map. Go for Misha, and now they got Kane hoping to catch another one. Didn't work for him, but now they have to make a choice. Immortal, or how do you play it out? 27 seconds for Ana, 46 seconds for Li Ming. They go for the Immortal. They want to win the game right here, right now, and bot side, we even see Dino going for the camp. They're splitting the attention a little bit, playing this a bit greedy, but they have a 5 versus 4 going for themselves, and they have Medivh. Provides the vision, he knows exactly where they are, no problems here, and the Immortal gets locked in. They take it. Immortal is in play, 7 kills to 8, and this is the opportunity to end their game. The wall is still there. They still got the wall. Top lane got defended. Took a couple of the catapults apart so that they can focus fully on the bot lane. Ults are ready, will be at least. Li Ming, not there yet. She will be in another second. And here we go. Timing is in. Catapults, at least a few. Everything is pushing through right now. Li Ming is back. If she can pop off, if she gets the nano boost, if she gets kills, resets, they still might be able to defend here. But this is going to be tricky. This Immortal is a beast. An absolute beast. We're 26, 27 minutes into this. Ley line, baby! And this time maybe the Apocalypse, does it work? They get the lockdown, they're trying to. Lunara jumping in, jumping out, everybody's still alive. They're trying to go for Sesibos. Can't take him down either. And it just continues. The keep is about to fall, but the shield is gone. And Lunara is poking against the Immortal as much as she can. Trying to drop it as quickly as possible. They might just be able to set something up here and to defend it once again. The shield is nearly falling, but the Immortal is not doing anything. Nice setup against Li Ming, but Bashir gets out. He gets out of the fight, and the boss is nearly done, but Garrosh finally falls, and now they're going for the finishing move here. This is game 2 down, 3 down, 4 down. 5-man team wipe in just a second, but the core falls first, and this is the lead for EPG Frozen in the best of 5 grand final. Game number 2, Volskaya Foundry, EPG Frozen, the comeback, taking game number 1 on Battlefield of Eternity. Didn't look good for them. Looked actually for a moment like they would lose the game with that core push of pepeMLady, but they were able to save it, and then they actually came back into the game and established a bit of a position there. Now that we're heading into game number 2, we got Volskaya Foundry up, Nashir is playing Chromie this time, we got Cesapos and Garrosh, Richu and Deathwing, Dyla on Ana for the second time, and Gore Rider on Greymane. On the right side of the map, EPG Frozen with Ultralisk on Imperius this time, Kelvin on Liming, Dino on Hanzo, X-Ray on Malfurion, and Wit has been playing a lot of Zoo lately and is doing that again in our game right over here. Alright, party time. Got a body check on level 1. Okay. A little bit of a different build from Garrosh probably incoming right now. And let's see what they can pull off here. We got Deathwing in again. Great skin for him, by the way. Honestly, with this skin, most of the tins look pretty fantastic. This is probably one of the better skins that we have right now. It's pretty epic. This is, on the other hand, most likely going to be a kill. It's 2 kills! A 1-for-1 trade between Imperius and Garrosh. Nice. There we go. Push down to the bottom of the map as we're starting to slowly come into the laning phase. So already the 1 versus 1 setup at the bottom, and then of course now that the 1 minute mark is about to be approached, we're gonna get those turrets focused on as well. Okay, so currently we have, yeah, the red team is gonna make the first move over there. The question is always, is anybody taking or trying to take this early on? And so far that's not really the case. We by the way got also the Andoral Anomaly for Chromie. The little fake dragon is trying to be a bit annoying over here again. Nobody's going for the healing beacon just yet, so that means that we have the traditional trade in turrets, and now the question if one of the teams is going to make a move for this one after all, if they are just both saying, okay, let's screw it, and let's just fight with turrets over the first objective. Both can pretty much happen here. Right now we have still Liming topside. It's a little bit of a slower approach in this one. Again, this is best of 5, so we're at the grand final right now, but this is a best of 5 series. Up to now it was all best of 3 setups, and now it's best of 5 time, baby. The lead for EPG Frozen is already kind of neat, but they need to do a little bit more than only win a second map if they want to take the championship here. He's already thrown straight on it. They're not really willing to commit to this yet. Ultralisk, yeah, needs to be cautious here too, and is able to move out after receiving a bit of damage from Greymane on the other side. But with level 4 abilities, yeah, Indomitable is now in, still nobody making a play, but everybody's just like checking it out, right? So you always have to keep someone close that has vision at least, and can tell you if the opponent is trying to get the support camp, or it could really backfire super quickly against you. Right now, nobody is really going too deep here. So Deathwing is still sitting at the bottom of the map, and it's just melting everything away over here, trying to get a bit of extra experience, but with Wit on the other side playing Azul, he has the wave clear that can easily match this without any problems at all. A little bit of a peek around the support camp still, but nobody is really making the move yet. Ultralisk actually gets out there, and it seems like now pepeMLady is willing to fight for it. They've set everything up with Chromie, so they have everywhere already the time traps that are already getting eliminated, by the way, at least some of them, and they lock it in. They are able to claim it. Nicely done. Good job by them. So they sneak in, they take it, and part of it was also the rotational prowess that we just saw from Deathwing, pushing the bot lane out, forcing Wit to react to it with Zul, and then just as Zul makes his way in, they are attacking the camp and try to take it down there. So, yeah, well done. Over here, Dino in a fight against Nashir takes some damage, but is not taken down yet. And it's time for objective number 1. Ultralisk is jumping in now too, trying to get a little bit done here. Cesapos, yeah, careful. Another hit connect, nicely done. Triumph Rate for Liming on level 4 talent. Obviously waiting for level 7 so that they can also get the Calamity through. But let's see, what are we gonna get here? Off we go, and there's the kill. Nice, well played. Good setup from Garrosh, and then Greymane is ready. Gore Rider comes through, kills, and that puts them in the lead. Hanzo was still at the top, trying to push this out. Is also trying to just like grant some vision so that he knows when someone is trying to come for him. Dino against Gore Rider for the time being. Obviously, there's still a chance to go for the objective. It's not like this one move immediately wins you the Protector. We're not quite there yet. But they are starting to come back into play with another turret also, so they have a few items, but there's still a healing beacon that we have for pepeMLady. Another good flip, but this time Cesapos is a little bit alone, and he goes down. Didn't even use the item Oh, that hurt. So they just lost their healing beacon. Yeah, that is not good. That is not good at all. And it's a 5 versus 4, and they get the item. I mean, that's pretty sexy. Ultralisk can now hold on to this. It's 73% against 28, but they might just be able to grab this now. They have a bit of an item advantage over their opponents, so that's kind of neat. Let's see if they can completely take this and win objective number 1, because so far it's looked actually pretty good for pepeMLady, but now they're losing another one. Oh my god. Just as Garrosh comes back, Greymane is down. That is exactly the way that you want this to go. Staggered deaths, time and time again, picking them off. And now with 3 kills to 2, an advantage in experience, this is likely a protector for EPG Frozen. But they don't have it yet. They don't have it yet. Greymane is coming back right now, and they are locking them into overtime. But they are taking damage before the 5-man is ready. And level 10 would also drop into the hands of EPG Frozen a little bit faster. Oh, Richu gets out, but there's the protector. Alright. Yeah, it's party time. They were able to make it work, and now they have to go through the middle. They're already trying to take another tower down. Nearly eliminated. Big damage, by the way, against the protector over here. But Zul is, in the meantime, at the bottom of the map, and he is absolutely crushing this. Talking about crushing, with Deathwing jumping in, he is trying to go for the counter damage. And Wit is trying to take him down here. He nearly went through the wall. Level 10 abilities are now ready, and that's where the skeletal mages at the bottom of the map came into play immediately for Zul, so he was trying to do even a bit more damage to the wall. But now we have also, on the other side, the heroic abilities ready. Greymane hasn't really made a choice here just yet, goes for the bullet as you would expect, and they're trying to take that fountain down. But there's a pretty sick defense. Arrow, and oh, the save! Caesarbos saving the Shear. Nicely done. They can't save the fountain. That one's down. That was, of course, the main objective of this little exercise. But well played. That was a good one. Okay. Now we got our way up at the top. Dainu nearly eliminated, but Go Rider couldn't get the last hit in. Still the rotation of Deathwing and Zul between the mid and the bot lane. And they are trying to go for another heal camp. I mean, if they just use their items, that will give them advantage already. But let's not forget that Hanzo is very, very low in HP and has to be a bit careful around this. Chromie with the timeout over here. And yeah, it's item time. Alright, a little bit of a slower start here. Again, the fountain is down at the top of the map. But outside of the fountain, they didn't really do a whole lot. So it's not really like they could do too much with it. They're trying to go for Greymane now, though. That's a little bit of a different story. He's very much alone here, but the lunge does not connect. And Gore Rider is able to move away. Nice. Going for the Juke Master 2000 award, apparently, over here. Well done by him. Camps are now taken too. Teams are obviously looking to see if they can maybe grab that next protector, but it's not even announced yet. Level 13 talents are very likely going to come into play around this too. And off we go. Top side still, the healing beacon is up, so they could take this if they have an opportunity to move in for it. Not really happening just yet. Let's go. 27 stacks, by the way, for Chromie, now that we're talking about stacks here. Soon 13 versus 13. Gotta be a little bit careful with this, of course, because next objective is starting to scale a little bit better. I mean, most of the time these days we're seeing objective 3, objective 4 ending the game. 13 is in. Not really a lot of snowballing or anything going on, but the 13 talent is definitely ready for EPG Frozen, and they are timing the camp. So they're letting this one push in first, and they're waiting for the objective before they take theirs. A little bit of a skirmish in the middle of the map. No one's really making any aggressive moves and forcing a fight that they don't have to. So it's a little bit closer here. Just trying to get the items, trying to get the experience. 13 is on the board. Yeah. And they go again for the healing beam. But this time they have to face an opponent that is just completely outnumbering in terms of items. They're just trying to buy some time, by the way. They take the item because Zul is again at the bottom of the map and is trying to put the pressure onto this fountain so that they can already prepare for objective number 3. And Deathwing can't really do a whole lot with it. So that's gonna be easy damage for Zul and the minions as he is down at the bottom of the map. Most likely not gonna drop it, but still, well, actually might just. He's taking the frontline minions down. That's not what he should do. He should actually have taken the backline down first. Maybe he could have saved it. Don't really think he would have made a difference, to be absolutely honest, because then again, eventually Zulu would just move in and claim it, but as it stands, control point is up. And it's time to see which team walks away with the second protector here. Which team can go for number 2. Boss is already sitting tight in the shrub. Yeah, and they're taking the slight advantage. Again, when it comes to items, it's a little bit more even right now, but the advantage still goes to EPG Frozen. And they also have a fountain on the top lane, whereas the blue team doesn't have that anymore. So that's another advantage that they're running here. Damage output so far, as you can see, there wasn't really a whole lot going on. There's a little bit of poke damage that we've had from Hanzo. They're trying to go for Wit in the middle. Ooh, get the ult through too. Nice, he's trying to turn it around, get some damage in. He's able to walk away even. Well played. And all of them are still surviving here. Whereas Garrosh moves in, gets also the Warlord's Challenge through, and they rack Malfurion. Malfurion is down, but they go for the counter kill, and that was... Oh my god! What a sexy play here by Chromie. She gets the hit in against Li Ming. Was just saying, with that hit against Garrosh and the kill from Li Ming, she gets the reset too. Ana dies. Chromie and Greymane also both dead. Absolute slaughter once again in a 3 versus 1 on the map. Holy hell. Big damage numbers here. Yeah, now Imperius going up to the top again, but this setup, that lunge from Ultralisk there towards the end, connecting with 2, and that leads to an insta double kill. That just wrecked pepeMLady. It looked pretty good actually when Li Ming died, but now they are just looking fantastic here. They have the control over the top and will get the Protector. It's very likely that they're going to grab it. They're going for the middle in an attempt to take the fort down, which should actually work out for them. He's going to be close. And at the bottom of the map, they're going for additional items too. Alright, the fort still stands, but it's not going to be in play for long. And now we have the opportunity, of course, to go for the Protector topside as this drops, and maybe even go for... I mean, what do you actually focus here? You can take the fort, you can take the one in the middle in a bit of a drive-by shooting. And then at the bottom of the map, you usually prepare for the next objective, but there's so much pressure that Zul already built up there that you don't even have to. You can just simply take forts down wherever they are. So we try to go through the top now, as it seems. The one in the middle has been eliminated, so one fort is already down. And here's the play, and that one has just no chance. Yeah, that one is going down. Easy peasy. No chance for that one. 4 kills against 7 right now. And off we go. Bot lane pressure again. This interaction between Zul and Deathwing the entire time as they're trying to set this up. And in the meantime, the fort at the top has also fallen. So that's 2 of the outer structures already eliminated. 16 is ready for both teams. And they're still trying to get the last one down at the bottom of the map. We're just already sitting at the side and hoping for a rotation. Doesn't really work yet for them. And, well, here we go. Alright. That's the last fort. All the forts are down. Every single fort is still in play for EPG Frozen. Can they get a few more kills, though? They're trying. They're locking down Garrosh. Okay. Oh, the arrow! That's a European arrow right there. Even if the initial target is already dead, it still will find another victim. Nicely done. Dyla thought he was safe, and then Garrosh dies, and all of a sudden he gets hit by it. There's no follow-up. He was standing a little bit too deep for them to get the second kill, but now that they have Garrosh eliminated, you have a 5 versus 4 again and can go for items, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Item after item in their hands. They have in total 2 turrets still available. Yes, 2 turrets. I was actually wondering if they still saved another one earlier. Yeah, now it's nearly a 2-level lead. Of course, there's also a healing beacon up for grabs, and would be foolish to not take this one too. So they're immediately going for it in an attempt to claim that as well. And yeah, so far so good. Get item after item, 2-level lead, 8 kills to 4. Looking great here. EPG Frozen is playing a very, very dominant series right now. Actually, not quite true. This map is definitely a bit more dominant now, but if we're talking about game number 1, let's not forget that pepeMLady was incredibly close of winning the game. So now it's their turn to try to go for a comeback moment, if they can set it up. Yeah, we're just already getting burned to a crisp over here. Malfurion comes in and heals him out. The problem is that Deathwing gets turned into Deadwing. The chicken is down. There's the arrow. Short distance. They still go for Dino. They want the kill. Broccoli is up, and bam! There we have another one. Well played. Chromie is also dead. They're trying to go for Ana. It's a 5-man wipe, boys and girls. 5-man team wipe, and now they can go for keeps. Yeah, Deathwing dying in that last fight, and then as you can see, the immediate focus on Garrosh was actually a nice action. He was trying so hard to somehow stay alive, and Malfurion just shut him down. Malfurion shut him down, and now they want to go core. I mean, you can really tell with the way they are positioning right now. The 5-man wipe allows them to go for it. They have the healing beacon too. Broccoli is soaking a couple of the shots. And EPG frozen. They want the 2-0 lead in the best of 5 series here in the grand final. And I don't think that anybody is going to be able to stop them. Deathwing is back, so is Greymane. But this is not going to change anything anymore. At least it shouldn't. Instead, they're focusing on Richu immediately. They're all getting hit by the ult. But does that really matter at this point anymore? The level 20 talents are in and the core is down. The 2-0 advantage for EPG frozen in the grand final as they lock in the victory on Volskaya Foundry. Game number 3. It's the third game in the best of 5, and EPG Frozen has a 2-0 lead against their opponent pepeMLady. Sky Temple is the map as we are heading in, and it's party time, baby. Here's the chance to win it all. It's going to be 3 match points, but we've seen crazier comebacks happen in the past. Sky Temple leaves us with Nashir on Tassadar for pepeMLady on the left side. Here at the Mythical Championship, we have Assassinboss on ETC, Dyla on Ana, Gorrider on Sylvanas, and Richu on Blaze in this game. On the right side of the map, EPG Frozen with Dainu on Zeratul. Okay. Ultralisk is playing Medivh. We got a Wit on Imperius, Kelvin on Falstad, and X-Ray is playing Karazim. Little bit of a weird setup, to be honest. I mean, at first glance, it looks absolutely insane, but then you realize that there's no second frontliner. Nice setup, by the way. They attack, and he is making sure that nobody gets the flank in. And can also like slow it down. So they get a free tower that they can take down at the bottom of the map, but not everybody rotated down. We still have 2 of the heroes topside trying to go for counter damage on the structures. I kind of like how EPG Frozen solved that. So they have Karazim and Zeratul going through a tower at the top, and that puts it pretty much even in structure. So nicely done. But it's really interesting to me that we don't have a second melee. I mean, you got Zeratul, obviously, as one of the aggressive players on EPG Frozen, and Dainu and Zeratul is an absolute monster, so there's that. But when it comes to meta and the way that you are normally trying to set a team composition up, then EPG's Frozen lineup is pretty meh. I mean, if you play it perfectly and you're super aggressive with it and you pick kills and you get some momentum, then you can obviously win with this too. But it's going to be difficult in sustained fights over an objective if you don't have another melee that can help, and it limits also the amount of CC that you have. If you compare the healing darts, the stuns from ETC and Blaze to this, then it should become a little bit tricky unless they can completely outplay them and play around them. So that's going to be an interesting one. But yeah, we'll see. We got top right already set up here with the camp about to be taken. On the top left, we see pretty much the same thing. So they're trying to go for this one too. I like that Medivh is already setting up the portal. Even if you don't have anybody there that can invade it, you just want to make sure that you're freaking them out as much as you can. That is good value at the bottom of the map though. That is really good value. Okay. That's actually kind of interesting, because they are getting nearly a tower out of this one, with ETC coming in a little bit late. Nearly the stun against Medivh. A bit curious to see if Ultralisk is actually able to get the stacks together in this game. Had a bit of a problem in the previous ones. All the way up at the top, yeah, Richu is already going up against Dainu, and for Dainu, he has the camp in a good position where it's all helping with the defense. He has a lot of pressure though through that Sylvanas pick. Yeah, that's not too bad. Sylvanas is able to help them to break through this, and this is all happening without an objective. They're getting mad value on structures without even having to use a temple. That's always fantastic on this map, and they're trying to go for the bird too. Kelvin is low. X-Ray is coming in, trying to help out here. They get the kill against Tassadar. Yeah, pepeMLady overstayed a little bit. Dyla at least is able to get these shots connected, and the sleeping dart shut Ultralisk down as he was trying to set another one up for them. So we'll actually see how this works. Up to the top. What do we have here? Dino is already pushing this out now. So first of all, he had to defend against the bruiser camp of the blue team, but now he escorted his own a little bit deeper and was able to get some more damage onto the wall. But can he hold this point? That's of course the bigger question. Initially, pepeMLady did it very, very well here. Now the question is, can they keep that up? Because they are doing a fantastic job right now trying to just get these structures destroyed, especially at the bottom of the map. So there's actually a lot that they can do with this right now. Top side, heavy pressure against Blaze. Blaze, the stun, and Richu goes down. Alright, he's eliminated. They still try to get some extra damage to the middle, but the experience lead also goes now over to the red team. They have the earlier level 7. Volskaya is still playing it out against Tassadar at the bottom of the map. And as I say, he flies into the middle, trying to see if he can maybe help the team to lock in another kill here. So far, that hasn't really been the case. But they get Sylvanas. Yeah, topside Sylvanas has been eliminated. There's a lot of mobility on the red team. And as I said, they can be very aggressive and very dangerous with it. But sustainable fights are not going to be their friend. Medivh on 22 stacks, so already a pretty comfortable situation for him. At the same time, we got Volskaya dealing with the bot lane again and trying to ensure that the fort does not fall. 3 kills to 0 puts the team fights and the kills heavily in favor of the red team. So they're doing very, very well, at least on the kill count. Have to do a little bit more, of course, if they want to lock in the game. Top fort has already been destroyed, so it seems like EPG Frozen is starting to take the lead in this game. Not only in experience, but also in structures on the map. So they've been doing fairly well here. Early on, the pressure that we saw was maybe a little bit too much for them to handle at times, but right now they are doing just an absolute fantastic job keeping the structural pressure up. They need to make sure that Mid doesn't die though, and yes, he just barely gets out through the portal. Medivh cheating as usual. Good job by them. Yeah, Dino even escorted it a little bit deeper towards the top, so there's that too. So he was able to make that happen. At the bottom of the map, they are also going for even more pressure now and aggression in the attempt to get the siege giants closer to the fort and maybe take it down too. But of course, those have been taken on both sides. Level 10 abilities are way sooner. An attempt to get the kill against Dino, but with level 10 already in play, there's a chance that we're seeing a move into the boss area. Instead, they're going for the fight, trying to lock Nashir down again. Leyline, and Tassadar is dead already. Tassadar is dead, Volskaya flies in, there's a 7-sided as they're trying to gust him into a corner for the kill, but instead Dino falls. That's a lot of XP, but there's still no level 10 for them. They still don't have level 10 here, as they are trying to hold on to the game. That's a little bit of a tricky one. I actually like it. I mean, there's a lot going on here, but of course, pepeMLady, they need to win here. They can't lose this map. If they do, then it's lights out. Then EPG Frozen crowns themselves the champion of the Mythical Championship, and it would be the end of the road for pepeMLady. They have to fight, and they're trying their best, but they've lost the top fort already, and while initially they took the advantage on infrastructures, they are now starting to fall behind as the game continues. Bottom of the map, Temple, of course, is going to be played over in just another second. The red team is a little bit quicker down here and is setting this up. The camps at the top are both now being taken, so there's that. But how much more can they get right now? Down to the bottom already, the little setup where the red team is starting to take control. It's X-Ray and Dino though. A lot of mobility on the two of them. Oh, but the mosh pit! And in this case, we actually have Imperius dashing into it. So there's free damage on him as well. X-Ray still sitting at the side here. And that turns it into a quick 5 versus 4. Even with the global advantage at the top of the map, that could be a big problem for them. The portal is coming out now, but they're losing the shots through the bottom of the temple. And also with Bunker in play, they're trying to chase down X-Ray, who's incredibly low and might still fall. He's not out of this yet. There comes the stun, the ley line. Medivh, that old fucker, once again shutting the place down. Holy hell. Without that ley line, they would have lost pretty much everybody over here. So, yeah, good job. The fort still destroyed, and now on the back of that, they can also make the play for the next shrine here, for the next temple. So let's see how much they can actually pull off with this. Yeah, top lane, and Summer has to deal with this too. Sylvanas gets murdered as Dino comes in, gets the solo kill. That puts ETC in a very awkward spot. He needs to move out of this one. And the slide actually just barely working out in his favor now too. So there's at least that for him. Okay. The kill against Ana as they're flanking in. I mean, it's a full 5-man commitment as Blaze is still sitting all the way up at the top. So there's that too. The nano-boosted ETC is trying to control the situation, but with 2 heroes down, are they going for boss? They were thinking about it at least, but Kharazim is still sitting at the bottom of the map controlling the temple. Blaze, as I said, had to push out the top, and that's exactly what he did. So now they're still trying to somehow get a hold of the map control again. 6 kills against 3, pretty much tell you all that you need to know here. But yep, nasty setup, for sure. Bottom of the map now too, X-Ray is done. They still didn't take this fort down, so they're only 1 fort on each side. Structurally speaking, it's not really that big of a difference anymore. Kelvin with the boomerang can burn this down pretty quickly, should be able to. A little bit of damage at the fort, but nothing really that's noteworthy. 1 level ahead. EPG Frozen, they are ahead. They are the ones who are making the decisions here. But pepeMLady is staying close. They're always staying in range and in a situation where they could turn this around again. We got Richu sitting over here now too. Killing him as Bunker's still up is always going to be a little bit tricky. But, well, let's have a little bit of a look what Zeratul can pull off at the top side, because he's always... One of them is always moving top to push this lane even further and get more damage in on the keep wall. It's either Falstead with the global that then later on flies in, or it's Zeratul that sneaks over and just uses the wave clear to obliterate another wave and gets them done. Has to kind of move away from this one quickly though, because he might be in trouble. Even had to commit now to his ult. Obviously a short cooldown to make that work. Down to the bottom of the map, they are still making the play here, and as they're luring everybody topside, they are trying to go for the boss. Not sure if that's gonna work out. They got Falstad, and this Mighty Gust play might just win them the boss, but it's already getting sniffed out. And if pepeMLady takes it, if they are able to sneak this in, that would actually be pretty neat. The boss is so low that they're definitely going to make a play for it. This one is not going to let go. They are definitely going to play this out, but they have to control Kelvin. Mosh pit, the zoning mosh hits Imperius, and they're going for the stun. Leyline is there, they want to go for the steal, they can't get it, and here's the Gust as they're trying to claim it, but they can't, and a kill against ETC, against Imperius, and the boss is taken. They try to go for X-Ray, Sylvanas with a double kill, Gore Rider popping off once again, great stun, and there's the 3rd kill. The momentum swing in the game as pepeMLady kills 3, takes the fort, goes for the bottom temple, and still has the boss moving into. They are everywhere right now. What a fantastic fight right here. The Leyline steal attempt, the Mighty Gust comes out too, X-Ray dashes in, but they are not able to claim the boss. It gets stolen away, and 3 heroes die in the process. Top lane gets pressured now as Tassadar still holds the bottom of the map, but Dino cannot get the kill. They're behind in experience now, 16 to 15. We got the boss moving down through the bottom of the map with the help of the shots fired on the temple. There's obviously a few more available all the way up to the top where they're headed up next. But yeah, this game all of a sudden got a lot more spicy. This is the chance for pepeMLady to bring it back. This is the opportunity that they have right now. They take another temple, they have both under their control, and they are starting to heavily pressure the keeps now. This is another wall that's gonna fall at the bottom of the map. This one has been destroyed already. The keeps are still all there, but look over towards the blue team, and they still hold on to 2 forts. One of them low, granted, but still much better position now, structurally speaking, for pepeMLady. This might just be the start of a comeback after all. Now, when it comes down to the damage, Sylvanas should actually have some serious numbers on the board. 26,000, top damage in the game. Gore Rider popped off like crazy in that last fight with all the kills that he got, and he's already getting aggressive again. There's that nano boost when you need it. Well, he might just receive it if they go for the fight. Great stun. Richu had some fantastic stuns throughout this entire game, and he is delivering once again. They're moving back for now, but again, the camp got taken. And now they're starting to take those siege giants down. The camp got at least stolen away. Medivh is obviously granting vision as much as he can. Dino needs to be careful here. Yeah, there's no stun available anymore, but still. Everybody's waiting for the next objective to pop up here. For now, we have 35 stacks for Medivh. Didn't really talk about it a whole lot more ever since we mentioned him earlier. But now that he is only 5 stacks away, it's still noteworthy that he needs to play a little bit careful. Because if he is going to have a big problem there, then yeah. Let's see what we have. By now we have still the move straight through the middle, a little bit of bob lane pressure through Zeratul. I mean, they're all splitting on lanes right now, trying to just simply push them out, get those minion waves destroyed, get a bit of experience. Camps are soon coming up again. But it seems like pepeMLady is also trying to push the top lane, because Zeratul is at the bottom of the map, and they realize that they have an opportunity to move in with Sylvanas and get some easy damage onto the keep. And here comes the ley line in the back, seven-sided, and Ana is just blown away. Gets completely wrecked. The Mighty Gust interrupts the mosh pit as they're going for the fight here, and pepeMLady is again in trouble. Gore Rider barely gets in the bunker, but he's gonna fall once he makes his way out of it. Or at least he should. But there's the quest completion. Sylvanas down. Karazim is also dead. 2 versus 4 now. And they're trying to take the rest of them too. Cesabos and she... Oh, the kill against Zeratul. Nice. Tacita gets the kill. But of course, the lead in experience again for EPG Frozen. They are on level 19 now. And they have still 3 heroes on the map, which would allow them also to take the shots up at the top as the temple is about to spawn. It's a double temple though. Which means that Cesabos can still get a few shots here in the middle. Falstad is flying in and says hello, and that forces ETC back right away. So he can't really stay too long. But it always feels a little bit like we're seeing pepeMLady just going a little bit too deep whenever they are ahead and then paying the price for it. Cesabos, he's gonna die, isn't he? Yes, of course he's gonna die. Why? The staggered death. Another minute where they're gonna have to wait for ETC to come back. Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate. This is a huge problem. Yeah, look at this. When Tacita is back, it's another 40 seconds until we have ETC back in the game. So all of a sudden, there's pressure through the temples against all the structures over here. Yep, up at the top. Wit had to actually fall back, and Ultralisk has to take over just a few shots short before it finishes. Boss is up in another 26 seconds. I mean, again, when in doubt, go for the boss. So if they won the first fight, if they can win another one, they might be able to go straight for the core. We're 15 minutes into the game, so this thing starts to hurt a little bit. There's a level 20 advantage for EPG Frozen, but it's not going to be there for a long time. Might just be enough to take down Blaze, on the other hand. And yeah, he bunkers up, but he's going to be able to walk away from this one. Oh, careful. Kelvin on his Falstad is getting nearly murdered by Tacita with a single shot. It's actually kind of impressive to think about how much damage Tacita is doing in these situations, considering that he's only on 80 stacks on his level 1. Yeah, doesn't really have a whole lot more than that. 12 to 8 on the kill board, and there's the level 20. And it's another boss fight. Throw pit, baby! Who takes it? Mighty Gust? And Sylvanas jumps in. Sylvanas jumps in, and they're still fighting over it. There's the ley line. They're trying to get it. Ana is on the point, and they steal it away again. What the fuck? Oh, Sylvanas with the big boy play. Look at this. Sexy. Comes in, dodges the Mighty Gust, has the unstoppable. What a play. They steal it away, and that's the perfect opportunity to just end this and go through the bottom of the map straight to the core. If they can make that happen, Gore Rider on his Sylvanas, it's just Sick City. He jumped in, is on the point, uses his unstoppable to dodge out on the Mighty Gust, and then they're able to easily steal it away here. Unbelievable. Absolutely fantastic. Right now, they go for this easy one. Oh my god, the mosh pit. They don't get a kill, though. They don't get a kill, but the keep is down. Can they get one now? Sylvanas is dead. That's the main damage dealer for them. The boss goes through the core, but the kill against X-Ray. He's dead already, and they're trying with a little bit more. Oh, and he walked into the boss stun. Imperius walked into the boss stun, and now he pays the price. Dino dies too as Tacita drops him, and this looks more and more like we have the first victory on the board for pepeMLady in this best of 5 grand final. They take Medivh, and this is game. EPG Frozen gets defeated by pepeMLady on Sky Temple, and the blue team is able to force game number 4. Game number 4, pepeMLady against EPG Frozen. The Mythical Championship continues. The grand final on the left side with finally a point on the board. pepeMLady. They're playing it out this time with Nashir on Junkrat. We got Cesabos on Garrosh. And at the same time, Richu on Zul, stealing it away from Wit apparently for this game. And on top of that, as you can already tell, we're now looking at Dyla on Ana, I think for the third or the fourth time even in a row. Plus, in addition to that, Gore Rider back on his Sylvanas with the sexy play that he put off on the last map. On the right side, though, with another match point, we got EGP Frozen with Dino and Cassia, Calvin on Blaze, Ultralisk on Maiev, we got Widow and Imperius, and X-Ray on Deckard Kane. Pretty disgusting lineup, honestly, that we have for EPG Frozen in particular. A lot of comfort heroes on their end. And, well, let's find out if they can win this one, or if pepeMLady is forcing the 5th map, which would then, of course, be the final one. Best of 5 series here continues. Cool map also for this one. A little bit of a fight in the middle. Uh-oh, that could be a problem. Yeah, and it is for Ultralisk, which I didn't expect. Cesapos was the one that I was worried about a little bit more. But instead, it's Maiev that goes down. Didn't expect the throw there, apparently. So that's a quick kill against EPG Frozen. Nicely done by pepeMLady. Good job. So, with that, what are we gonna get? Over here, the flip. Yep, Dino. He is about to escape even, I think. Yeah, they can bring him back. Gets a few stacks connected here as well. But there we go. Topside pressure against Richu. It's a pretty good start for pepeMLady. They're applying a little bit of pressure. It's good to go with a bit of momentum into a game. And they are doing pretty okay on this end now. But can they win the game? That's the question. After level 10, things are usually going to shift a little bit, of course, too. And they have an opportunity here now to force map number 5. pepeMLady has been around for like a long time right now. Of course, in the post-HGC era, they've been pretty much a staple when it came to the later rounds of the tournaments here too. EPG Frozen, and again, with a little bit of a different lineup. A lot of these guys play for Feel the Heat, so there's that. And they're now trying to also secure themselves the Mythical Championship with a bit of a different team, as I mentioned previously. This is still the amateur scene, but it's still Division 1, so every player that you see here is roughly Grandmaster level. When we try to apply Storm League to this, which we usually shouldn't, but still. Junkrat is down, and, well, they still got the camp. So at least they got the camp, but they lost one of their heroes. So there's that. And, well, let's see a little bit of what else they can actually do right now. Can they, for example, win the first objective? I mean, first of all, we have 4 versus 4, kill versus kill. We got the level 4 abilities in this time. No Ruby Potion of Shielding instead. We got the Indomitable over here for Garrosh. That's already a good one. And we have the Mercenary Queen again for Sylvanas. And especially when we're talking about Gore Rider, he had some insane plays, not only in the Panda card, but also here. So his Sylvanas is pretty bonkers. When he gets that nano boost, he can absolutely pop off in these situations, and he's showcased that not only in this tournament but also in some of the previous ones. Wit is dashing out, objectives now being announced topside, so another 10 seconds. We're going to fight for the first Punisher in this game. I'm going to try to grab that here. But yep, here's the move as both of the Shaman camps are taken. And at least for now, the red team is a little bit quicker on the board here. EPG Frozen starting to set this one up. Down at the bottom, on the other hand, they're nearly getting the catch on Ana. Dyla has to be careful, but is able to make it out. So far, so good. There's the throw against Calvin on the other hand, as they're trying to go for the next play here. Cesapos also in a bit of trouble, and he might actually fall here. Yep, goes down. Dino, he falls too. A trade, 1 for 1. 4 versus 4 situation now, all the way up at the top side, as they're trying to make the play. Yeah, it's because Kebab Boy is not here. Wit is at the bottom of the map, and he can't go for those spears set up, can't lunge in and try to make this happen. So it means topside is full on under the control of the blue team, and with a level 7 talent advantage, they will now lock in the first protector. I mean, it's pretty much a given that they're going to get this one. You can already tell that EPG Frozen is moving out onto the lanes instead and just trying to find some extra value by pushing those out. So that's what they're currently doing here. Yeah, Garrosh sitting at the side, hoping for a sneaky one, apparently. Yeah, Protector is now pushing in. Ultra is moving here too. Cesapos couldn't really catch someone, but that would of course been the dream here. Alright, the attempt to get a hold of Maiev. That didn't quite work. Zul is the one that rotates between the lanes now to deal with the pushed out minion waves. Yeah, good save. Nice. No Indomitable available right now for Cesapos on the other hand, and Garrosh might be in trouble here. They're trying to save him. Dyla the entire time with one Q after another, trying to get the heal darts connected, and is able to give the cover for Garrosh to get out of this one. Now, the fort has already taken some damage, and that's not the only thing. Down to the bottom of the map, Richu with Zul is obviously trying to get even more value for the team by pushing this out even further. So, well done by him. Gore Rider is still sitting tight here now too. And this time they're trapping them. And that's the end of Imperius. And not only that, they go for X-Ray, and that's the double kill right there. The face check. Yeah, this is why you don't face check, baby. Right here. They set the trap up, the Chinese bush meta right here. It's a party bush. And then they can take her down easy peasy. And of course also get the kill against the second hero. So double kill for them. That allows them to push the top side. pepeMLady is a bit on a roll here. They're moving top with 4 kills to 2 now. We got the move through the middle of the map from Richu. And control of the map is more or less in the hands of pepeMLady at this point. It's not an insane lead yet, but level lead, early level 10, couple of kills in, taking the top 4 down. Sounds good. Yeah, sounds actually really good. So now they're trying to take the camps. Still have an advantageous situation through the heroic ability that they now have. We get the poison over. Yeah, hurry up or give it up. One of the two. They give it up. Yeah. That sleep dart nearly connected. It nibbled on the heels of them. So another fountain down, another camp stolen away. Level 10 abilities allowing them to do all of that. I would really like for them to use level 10 now to get another fort eliminated. With Sylvanas, I mean, she takes the wave down, but since they have heroic abilities and they got Sylvanas here, there's pretty much no reason for them not to go for a fort. And they're trying to do that at the bottom of the map, and they're actually going for a double. They're moving with Sylvanas in the middle thanks to the 2 camps that they have, and at the bottom they're pushing in too. So yeah, already slowing this down, and Sylvanas has done some serious work in the middle of the map as well. Went through the entire wall. Might have to move out here. Gore Rider overstaying. Yeah, just as I was praising him earlier, he goes down right now. So the kill against him, they're still trying to go for the fort at the bottom of the map. That didn't work out either. Instead, it seems like we might get another kill against Anna. Gets tethered in, and Dyla gets... yeah, there it is. Gets killed once more. And also, there's a little bit more to it as well, because that was the perfect setup for this kill. Well done. Double kill. Yeah, that was a quick turn. Look at this setup, by the way, for Valkyrie. So first of all, we have the kill against Anna, and then this Valkyrie setup right here. That's a beautiful combo play that we have from them. Easy kill against Junkrat in that situation. They can grab him without any problem, and that's 5 kills to 4. So pepeMLady takes an early lead, and it looks like they could control the game, and then EPG Frozen is able to capitalize on some greedy play from the blue team. Gore Rider alone in the middle, the rest of the team at the bottom. Initially that makes sense, but once that they're really starting to become more aggressive on the defense, you need to fall back and join the 5-man. And they could have committed with 5 heroes to 1 lane and taken a fort down. There's no doubt about it. With Sylvanas and level 10 abilities, no problem. Instead, we're now looking at pretty much an even playing field as the shrine is activating at the bottom of the map. And, well, time will tell which team is going to take it. Infrastructure is still better for pepeMLady, but who wins the fight here? Nice push by Junkrat. Kelvin bunkers up. He might die here, but they get the kill against Sylvanas. Sylvanas is down. Kelvin is still alive and makes it out of harm's way. This is looking better and better for EPG Frozen. The Poison Nova is at least dropping them a bit low, but they are still looking at a 4 versus 5 setup. pepeMLady, they are having an uphill battle to fight here. It's going to be tough. Winning this one is not going to be easy by any means. If they can move in and maybe get a quick kill against someone, there is a chance. But now the tether is coming through again. There's the nano-boosted Zul as he is just going for it. Yeah, but Richu is low and Kelvin is moving in from the side now with a kill attempt, and he gets it together with Dino. They drop Zul just as Imperius has fallen as well. So a 4 versus 4 on the map now. But Sylvanas isn't here yet, and the stacks are heavily in favor of EGP Frozen. 31 for them already. The disc comes out. They want the kill. Can they get it? Can they go for Garrosh? Nah, Junkrat provides the cover with the displacement. Deckard Cain is down. Ultralisk is dead too. And they get the triple kill. 3 kills, but the Punisher has been claimed. That's actually a pretty sick game right now. I mean, the Punisher is taken, but look at the kill setup here. First of all, we have the quick kill against Deckard Cain, and then Gore Rider just comes in and drops one after another with the help of the rest of the team. They could not get the objective though. So we are looking at a lineup where there's a level lead now for the blue team. They lost the objective, but they're still heavily ahead on structures. So a pretty sweet game for them right now. Yeah, Zul still pressuring the bot lane. Yeah, careful. Yeah, there's one hit. Can they slow him? Yes, but they can't lock him down completely. Good sleep dart. Connecting that with Maiev was also important, because if they're not able to do that, that could have been another kill against him. Yeah, Boss here, still making the play, so at least trying to. They come in for the play once more. Can they get the kill? They got Kane with the ult, but Zul is down. Zul down. And now Gore Rider trying to make the play as the disc comes out though. Maiev locks him in. There's still a play happening at the top side on the other hand, so that's something that we shouldn't forget about either. Blaze is currently pushing this one in and is trying to get some value on the structures. So it's only a 4 versus 4 at the bottom of the map. And off we go. There's another quick setup against the camp bot lane. Top side is getting some damage in. It's not going to drop the fort, but again, you're prepping. In the middle of the map, though, they really want this fort. And they might even be able to... Nah, not here. It's actually kind of funny, because we have 10-11 minutes into this right now, and only one fort has actually fallen. All the other forts are still in play. This is an interesting setup, too. That could have been another death for Garrosh. Dino is trying to get those stacks connected, by the way. He's sitting at 33 right now. The disc is out again, but that allows for the rotation to happen, too. And they're moving in from the top. So, yeah, 16 talent will soon be ready for pepeMLady, but they still have half a level to cover. Still ahead, though. What else? I mean, again, it's all about the camps right now, and if you can steal something away. And since the 16 talent isn't ready yet for pepeMLady, EPG Frozen has no qualms going for their own camp and trying to claim it before that's the case. But they know that eventually they will have to fall back a little bit and buy a bit of time. Yeah, thankfully for him, he has the Pyromaniac already completed. If not for that, if he sorry, the new habits. If he didn't have the new habits completed, then he would have died there. Very, very likely. As 16 came in, this comes out too. I mean, the fort is down, so that's the second fort that got destroyed. pepeMLady is in the driver's seat now. They were in a similar situation already earlier. Actually, they were a bit farther ahead earlier, but they are still in the driver's seat, especially when we're talking about structures. So right now they are, they are starting to move in here with that fort, taking this one down too. Same time now, top side gets pushed out a little bit. Kelvin is looking for experience for the team so that they can get level 16 themselves. And cams are now taken on top of that as well. There's enough time for the blue team to do the same thing on the left side, obviously. There's another couple of seconds available to them. So they're starting to go in for it. Shrine is activating too. Got an arcane shrine coming up this time, 10 seconds. And let's see what they can actually do with this. So here off we go. Yeah, that's where we have it. The shrine is activating. They're starting to go for it. 16 versus 16. 8 kills to 8 kills. This is the moment. Moment of truth once again. Who takes it? Zul is coming in as well. Disc is out. Kelvin. They want to try and go for the stun. Zul is dead. There's no way for him to survive this one. Too deep. But the counter kill. Sylvanas again. Gore Rider. Calm the fuck down, please. This kid is just absolutely murdering. He gets another kill. He gets a double kill. He's just crushing them. He's just absolutely crushing them. Gore Rider is insane. 38,000 damage for him right now. His Sylvanas, especially when he gets boosted, is just incredible. Comes in, drops them easy peasy, and that is just nuts. I mean, they win this one again. They are taking another one. The initial kill against Zul was not enough to win the fight for EPG Frozen. Gore Rider comes in and, yeah, feel fine, feel air, and drops one after another. And they're going to prep this out. There's the 39 now. They are trying to wait it out a little bit so that they have time for the camp to be taken. Don't delay it by too much, though. Maiev is going to be back soon. But this is just getting a bit crazy with the way that this is played out. And now they have a Sylvanas pushed through the middle with an objective. We could see a 5th game. If this continues, we could see a 5th game between the two of them. 10 kills against 9. They have to bait it over. Yep, there's the bait happening quickly. And they're burning it down pretty fast. I mean, alright, that's Punisher gets murdered. Yeah, that Punisher is getting absolutely crushed. Kelvin misses the stun, by the way. Has his ult up. But the Punisher is already down. There's a lot more behind that Punisher then again. So, yeah. Oh, they get the Valkyrie, but Garrosh is there, throws them out again. Has the Poison over. Go Rider's a little bit low though. If you can take him down, then you know it's off to a good start for the team fight. Zul is dead. He just came back and now he's dead once again. X-Ray is walking there together with Garrosh. The keep, by the way, is still in play. They saved the keep. 10 kills versus 10 kills and the keep is still there. But that problem with the experience is of course another thing. Alright, bot lane. Trying to go for the next camp. I mean, it's all about the camps at this point, it seems like it. Idiot. Fucking Junkrat. Alright. Oh, the taunt! My F! No! My F is dead again. I have rarely seen Ultralis getting bodied on his My F this hard. He's lost games on the hero before, obviously, but I have rarely seen him getting murdered this heavily. 4 kills against him. 4 deaths on Zul as well. And half a level only for pepeMLady to get level 20. There's another kill. Wit dashes out. Kelvin. Junkrat goes for the displacement. Oh, the stun. He has the new habits. Gets the unstoppable frames. And this time is a little bit too far out. Nashir was trying to go for it, but couldn't. And in the meantime, Gore Rider is just doing Gore Rider things. Yeah, at least trying to. Didn't quite work for him. He got some damage in, but he wasn't able to take the entire thing. But there's no doubt that they're going to be able to do that now. They have the setup. Yeah, Valkyrie wasn't bad. Oh, can they do it here? Can they force this back? Keep is down. Maybe a kill. Nah, 20 is ready. That's a problem. And they're trying to go for another kill. Wit is dead too. Can they go for core here? That's the question. Probably not with Sylvanas being this low. But the bot lane is now pressuring too. 35,000 damage for Cassia. Top damage on their side. 50,000 for Gore Rider though. Damn. And they got the level 20 talents of course now. So that makes this whole setup even more dangerous. What else? They steal the camp away of course. What else would you do at this point? You have an easy shot at the camp. You can easily claim this. So why wouldn't you? Why would you do anything else? Right now they want to go for the camp down at the bottom of the map. There's still a little setup over here as they're trying to make this work. And the camp is now claimed by them. No problem over here. Can they win the next shrine? This shrine is very likely going to determine which team takes the... Or, well, not quite which team takes the win, but if the blue team can now take the victory. That would be a big one. Same time now, Gore goes for the next camp. Obviously, the red team has to still try and get the... I mean, they need level 20, right? So they're going to try and make that work right now. The whole goal has to be to just come in with a level 20 talent and go for an even fight. If they can do that, then they have a chance of winning this. If they can't do that, then it's going to be an absolute disaster. But they need to win a big fight right now, or it's going to be just lights out right here. And they don't have the level 20 yet, but that minion wave down at the bottom would provide the experience to lock that in, and there they have it. There's obviously a lead already for pepeMLady, thanks to the earlier position on the shrine. But now it's party time. This is a moment of truth. We got the imprisoning light over here from Cassia. Camps are pushing on all lanes against EGP Frozen though. They need to win this one. They need to win this one. They're trying to, but the Indomitable is there for Garrosh. Here comes the Poison Nova. The bunker is dropped. Fortified bunker is in play. Riptire and Gore Rider both moving in. Gore Rider went a bit deep. He went a bit deep. The tether was still okay though. 34 stacks. It looks bad. It looks bad for EGP Frozen. Oh my god. They lose the Punisher. Now top lane is pressuring against the keep. In the middle of the map, they have to defend this one too. And there's a big push through the bottom of the map. EGP Frozen hasn't taken down a single fort yet. Not one. Not a single fort has been eliminated here. And here comes the attack as the bot lane gets pressured by a Sylvanas setup. They're trying to break through here. At the top, we have the keep under heavy pressure, likely gonna fall too. This is bad. This is bad for EGP Frozen. Game 5 is becoming a reality, or a big possibility at least. We're not there yet, but this is difficult to stop. The keep is down. Top keep still in play for a little bit longer, but there's still a catapult on it. Here comes the setup. Deckard came. Sylvanas is down. Oh my god, Zul is down too. It's a triple kill. They get 3 heroes eliminated within the span of the second, but they don't have a keep anymore. Top keep has fallen. Oh my god. 13 kills to 12, but every single keep is down. That triple kill that you see here, that was enabled them to bring it back. Yeah, right there, there comes the sleep setup. It was a sexy setup for them, and they get 3 heroes killed within a second. Deckard Cain making the play. Gets the respect for the elderly in, and is allowing them to lock this fight down. But they don't have a keep. Catapult pressure on every single lane. And it's not even only that. They're finally able to take a fort down, but you have to keep in mind that so far they didn't even take a single fort. This is the first one, which means that every single lane that gets pressured has no counter pressure with that third wave catapult. 61 stacks by now for Dino. He's getting a little bit closer to have some significant stacks here, but yeah, it's good damage, but is it good enough? That fight obviously hurt, but we're 20 minutes into the game now. Catapults are going to hurt them so much. They're trying to take at least those forts down so that they have a catapult spawning on every third wave. That is relieving some of the pressure. Down here, the catapult will have to be taken down too. Now they eliminated a few waves and got the camp, so eventually the next minion wave that spawns should be able to deal with it. But the situation hasn't changed. They have to control vision on this map now. They have to control everything. If there's one attack against the core, this could be it. So there is so much pressure now. Next objective is spawning topside, and it's really rough. pepeMLady can play macro. They can really focus on macro game right now in order to win the game and force map number 5. It's actually incredible. It was a 2-0 lead for EGP Frozen. Then we had the first match point on Sky Temple, and pepeMLady won 2 boss fights and claimed victory. And now on the second match point, they are heavily ahead. Maybe behind in death, in kills, but they are still able to take down every single keep, which is insane in and of itself. Nice attempt here against Zul, but did not work out for them. At least they were able to save everybody else and didn't lose Blaze, for example. Bot lane is more and more of a concern. Yeah, they don't have to fight. Again, pepeMLady doesn't have to fight. They can, but they don't have to. They can play this slow, but instead they're going for the battle. Richu is in trouble. Bunker blocks him. They're trying to go for the kill. The old man again with the setup. But Garrosh saves them. Garrosh saves them right now, and everybody moves away just as all of those ults have been used. This is, by the way, a question that pops up every now and then. Why do the Hearthstone here not walk? It's actually pretty simple, because if you Hearthstone back as you drop into the Nexus, you get a boost, a direct instant boost to hit points and mana. So that's the reason why even when you're on close distance, a lot of the players will Hearthstone back instead of walk. 12 to 13. Where's the damage at? 64,000 for Gore Rider. 50,000 for Junkrat. 47,000 for Cassia. Shrine activated topside. And they're moving in. Uh-oh. 5 versus 4. My F isn't here. My F is coming, but they're getting locked down again. Oh my god, what? No! 1, 2, 3, 4. Let the bodies hit the floor, baby. They go for the potential 5-man. They take the entire setup down. Catapults on the core, but they are able to take 4 heroes down. Catapults are there, and instead we're now seeing the move all the way up to the top. They're trying to go for game. They killed 4 heroes. They move through the sidewall. They say, fuck the catapults. Let's end this. They move in. EGP Frozen. Oh my god. They actually pull it off. They lost every single keep, and now they go for a core. And only Dyla is there for the defense. Catapults on the core on the right side, but it doesn't matter. They can't match the damage output of the 5 heroes that are barreling down on the core of pepeMLady. This is victory right here. The throws are real. The game of throws, as we have Infernal Shrines end in favor of EGP Frozen. They take the best of 5 with a 3-1 victory over pepeMLady and secure themselves the Mythical Championship. GG and well played.
Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description, and check that out. Thanks in advance, and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.